In this video, I wanted to share something that I deeply believe. You are here watching this right now by divine alignment. This is no coincidence. There's a reason why you found this content, and it's because you've entered what I call creator mode. This is a state of awakening, a time when you recognize your potential and begin to understand your true power. Creator mode, as I describe it, is about stepping into the knowledge that you are not just a passive observer of life, but an active participant in it. You have the power to shape your reality. When you awaken to creator mode, you start realizing that the universe's energy is flowing through you, and this boundless energy is something that you can tap into. It's about shifting from a place where you feel stuck or constrained to a place where you understand that all things are possible. You are the one who has the ability to influence your circumstances, your environment, and your future. Creator mode is deeply rooted in spiritual and biblical teachings. In Genesis 1:27, we are told we're made in God's image, who is the ultimate creator. This shows that, like God, we have the power to create. However, creator mode isn't about selfish desires. It's about creating with purpose, integrity, and humility for something greater than ourselves. It requires maturity and awareness, using our abilities for personal growth and the benefit of others. Intentionality is key in creator mode. Proverbs 23:7 reminds us that our thoughts shape our reality. When we're in creator mode, we become more deliberate with our actions, understanding that everything we do impacts the world around us. Embracing creator mode also means facing challenges head-on. Setbacks become opportunities for growth, as shown in James 1:2, where trials are seen as paths to perseverance. Creator mode helps us turn obstacles into stepping stones. Lastly, creator mode involves trusting divine timing. The universe has its flow, and patience is key. Things unfold as they should, even if not on our timetable. Creator mode is an ongoing journey of growth and transformation, empowering us to actively shape the life we desire. The question is, are you ready to step into your true potential? The universe is waiting. Next, I want to dive deep into a powerful concept that I've been reflecting on lately: creator mode. It's the idea that the universe's boundless energy is not something external or distant, but something that resides within each of us. It's about recognizing that, as individuals, we are deeply connected to the universe and all the souls that inhabit it. Once we understand this connection, we unlock the ability to shape our own reality. Creator mode is about recognizing that you are an active participant in your life, not a passive observer. The universe is full of limitless energy, and this energy flows through you, connecting everything and everyone. By tapping into this energy, you realize that you can influence your life in ways you may not have imagined. But power is not just about shaping your reality, it's about how you use that power. The universe operates on a frequency, and the energy we emit attracts what we experience. By raising your vibration with positivity and gratitude, the universe aligns with your desires. What you focus on and believe in will be reflected back to you. However, it's not always easy. Life presents challenges, and doubt or fear can creep in. But in creator mode, you recognize that you can shift the flow of energy, giving you control over your life. By taking responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you build the reality you want. Creator mode also highlights the deep connection between all of us. The energy that flows through you is the same that flows through others, reminding us that we are all part of a greater design. Embracing this connection, we see that everything in life happens for a reason, and we're never alone on our journey. Creator mode requires faith, not just in yourself, but in the universe. Trust that the same divine energy that created the stars and oceans is working in your favor. Even when things don't go as planned, everything is leading you to where you need to be. In my experience, creator mode requires patience and trust. The universe works in its own timing, and sometimes your faith is tested. But when you stay aligned with the energy within you, opportunities and synchronicities appear. Creator mode isn't just a mindset, it's a way of being, using your energy to shape your reality and align with your higher purpose. With this power comes the responsibility to use it wisely. So are you ready to tap into your creator mode and start shaping your destiny? The universe is waiting for you to step into your full potential. In creator mode, you are no longer a passive observer of your life. You are no longer waiting for things to happen or letting circumstances dictate your path. Instead, you become the architect of your reality. You are the one in the driver's seat, and it's up to you to steer your life in the direction you want it to go. This concept is liberating because it removes the sense of helplessness that many people feel when life doesn't go according to plan. In creator mode, you realize that you are not confined by the limitations that society or external circumstances place on you. The truth is, the only real limitation is the one you place on yourself. Once you step into creator mode, you begin to see that your thoughts, beliefs, and actions shape the life you live. No longer do you have to rely on the randomness of events or the actions of others to determine your happiness. You become the source of your own energy, directing it in ways that align with your higher purpose and desires. It's a shift from thinking of yourself as a victim of circumstances to understanding that you have the power to create those circumstances. You are actively shaping your world, and the possibilities are endless. Creator mode frees you from the limitations imposed by societal norms. It empowers you to break free from traditional paths and design your own unique life. By tapping into limitless possibilities, you begin to shape your reality, turning setbacks into opportunities for growth. This power comes with responsibility. Your thoughts and emotions influence your life, so alignment with your true self in the universe is crucial. When you're in harmony with your higher self, your energy is purposeful and positive. Creator mode also means taking control of your reactions and direction in life. The limitations you once accepted are now revealed as illusions. By embracing your power, you begin to see opportunities where obstacles once stood. Ultimately, stepping into creator mode is about realizing your full potential. You're not a passive observer, you're the creator of your reality. The world is your canvas, and the universe is waiting for you to step into your power. Stepping into creator mode is not just about taking control of your life. It's about understanding that, as human beings, we have the power to shape our reality in much the same way that God shaped the world in the beginning. This idea is rooted in the biblical concept found in Genesis 1:27, where it says, "So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them." This passage suggests that we too have the divine ability to create and mold the world around us. When I began to embrace this perspective, it completely changed how I viewed myself and my place in the world. At first, the idea that I could create my reality seemed overwhelming. After all, how can someone as imperfect as me claim to have such power? But over time, I realized that the ability to create doesn't mean perfection. It means that, like God, we have the power to make choices, to set intentions, and to bring our thoughts and actions into alignment with what we want to bring into existence. This concept of creation is not about control in the traditional sense. It's about partnership with a higher purpose and trusting in the process of creation itself. Just like the universe was created through intention and action, we too can bring our desires and visions into the world. Genesis 1:27 tells us that we are made in the image of God, which means we share in the divine ability to create. This is not a fleeting or superficial power, it's a profound spiritual force within us. To me, this means that when I take ownership of my life and my choices, I'm tapping into something much deeper and more powerful than just personal willpower. I'm aligning myself with a divine principle of creation, a principle that has the ability to transform my world. When I step into creator mode, I become aware that I am actively participating in the act of creation. The world around me is not something that just happens by chance. I have a say in how things unfold. By focusing on my intentions, aligning my thoughts, and taking inspired actions, I'm creating a life that reflects my values, my goals, and my highest potential. But just as in the biblical account, the process of creation involves both order and chaos. There will be moments when things feel disordered, when my plans seem to fall apart. But that is simply part of the creative process. Creation isn't always linear. It takes twists and turns, it requires patience, and sometimes it demands that we evolve and change course to bring something even more magnificent into being. One of the most empowering aspects of embracing creator mode is realizing that I am not just reacting to the world around me, but I am shaping it. Every thought, every decision, and every action I take sends out ripples into the universe, contributing to the reality I am building. Much like God who spoke the world into existence, my words and my intentions carry power. I must be mindful of the energy I put out, knowing that it will return to me in some form. This is not about magical thinking. It's about acknowledging the truth of the universe, which is that energy flows where attention goes. If I focus on positivity, abundance, and growth, that is what I will bring into my life. If I focus on negativity or scarcity, I will create more of that. However, I've also come to understand that creator mode isn't just about making things happen for me personally. It's about understanding my role in the larger picture of the universe and acknowledging that the power to create is meant to be used for a higher purpose. God created humanity with intention and purpose, and I believe that each of us is called to do the same. As I create my reality, I strive to ensure that it's aligned not only with my personal desires, but also with the greater good. My creations, my actions, and my influence in the world should reflect love, kindness, and a desire to contribute positively to the lives of others. This mindset transforms the way I approach challenges. If I encounter obstacles, I no longer see them as roadblocks or failures. Instead, I view them as part of the creative process, opportunities to refine my vision and become more aligned with my higher self. Just as God shaped the world from chaos, I too can reshape my circumstances, learning and growing along the way. Creator mode is about more than just achieving goals. It's about living intentionally with a deep understanding that I am a co-creator of my life and the world around me. When I reflect on Genesis 1:27, it reminds me that I have been given an incredible gift, the ability to create, to shape my reality, and to make a lasting impact on the world. Just as God created the world with purpose, I am called to create with purpose as well. The more I embrace this truth, the more empowered I feel to live a life that reflects my values, dreams, and purpose. Stepping into creator mode is not just an individual journey. It is a spiritual one that connects me to a greater creative force and to the divine potential that lies within all of us. When I began to embrace creator mode, I quickly realized it wasn't just about setting goals and achieving them. It was about cultivating a mindset that views every moment as an opportunity for growth and empowerment. This concept is deeply rooted in the idea of intentionality, and it's something I've come to believe is vital in creating the life I truly want. The Bible touches on this concept in Proverbs 23:7, where it says, "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he." This verse has become a guiding principle for me, helping me to understand that my thoughts shape my reality. What I choose to focus on, the attitudes I adopt, and the beliefs I hold within myself directly influence the world I create. At first, taking full responsibility for my life felt overwhelming. It's easy to blame external circumstances or others when things go wrong, but creator mode pushes me to shift that mindset, focusing on how my actions, decisions, and reactions shape my reality. It's about intentionality. If I want to change my life, I need to change my thoughts and actions. Intentionality in creator mode means making every experience count, big or small. Every interaction or challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Proverbs 23:7 reminds me that my thoughts have power, and by training my mind to view each experience as a lesson, I can transform any situation into something valuable. Embracing challenges as opportunities for growth has been key. Rather than seeing setbacks as failures, I now view them as tools for personal evolution. I may not control everything, but I control my response, and that's where my true power lies. Embracing creator mode also means becoming aware of the energy I put into the world. Proverbs 23:7 reminds me that my thoughts shape my identity. If I allow negativity, doubt, and fear to dominate my thinking, I am essentially creating a life filled with those very emotions. But when I choose to be intentional about my thoughts and focus on positivity, growth, and possibilities, I am aligning myself with the energy of creation. It's not about ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about choosing to see things through a lens of possibility, knowing that my thoughts and actions will ultimately shape my reality. One of the key lessons in creator mode is understanding the importance of self-belief. If I don't believe in my ability to create, then I am sabotaging my own potential. Proverbs 23:7 highlights the truth that I am what I think. If I think I am powerless or incapable, then I will act accordingly, and my life will reflect those beliefs. But when I believe that I have the power to create and shape my life, I am empowered to take bold action, make decisions aligned with my purpose, and move forward with confidence. This belief in my own potential is what fuels my journey in creator mode. I've come to realize that living with intentionality means not only focusing on my own growth, but also being mindful of how I impact others. Every interaction, every choice I make has the potential to influence the people around me. As I embrace creator mode, I've learned that my creativity and intentionality can also contribute to the well-being and empowerment of others. Whether through my work, relationships, or the way I interact with the world, my actions can ripple out and inspire others to step into their own creator mode. This sense of connection and shared empowerment is one of the most rewarding aspects of embracing intentional living. In conclusion, creator mode challenges me to embrace intentionality and to see every experience as an opportunity for growth and empowerment. Proverbs 23:7 has become a key verse in my journey, reminding me that my thoughts and beliefs shape my reality. By choosing to think intentionally, to view challenges as opportunities, and to believe in my own power, I am creating a life that aligns with my deepest values and aspirations. Embracing creator mode has been a transformative process, one that continues to evolve as I grow, learn, and create the life I desire. It's a journey of self-discovery, self-empowerment, and living with purpose. When I first began to grasp the idea of creator mode, I was filled with a sense of excitement. The thought that I could shape my reality through my choices, mindset, and actions was exhilarating. But as I began to reflect more deeply on this power, it became clear to me that with this kind of influence comes great responsibility. The Bible reminds us in Luke 12:48 that, "To whom much is given, much will be required." This verse struck a chord with me, urging me to consider not only the benefits of embracing creator mode, but also the weight of the responsibility that accompanies it. Creator mode isn't just about achieving personal success or manifesting my desires. It's about using the power I've been given to make a positive impact in the world. The more I thought about this, the more I realized that the power to create, whether in my personal life, my work, or my interactions with others, isn't a privilege to be taken lightly. It's a tool that should be wielded with integrity, humility, and a sense of purpose greater than myself. Integrity is key when it comes to creator mode. The power to shape my reality means that I have the ability to influence others, whether through my actions, words, or the energy I put into the world. This influence is a gift, but it's also a challenge. I've learned that integrity requires me to remain true to my values and principles, no matter how tempting it may be to take shortcuts or make decisions that serve only my immediate interests. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of quick success, but creator mode calls me to rise above that. It's about creating something meaningful, something that stands the test of time, and something that reflects my true character. When I act with integrity, I ensure that the power I wield isn't used for selfish gain, but for the greater good. Humility is another essential quality in creator mode. The more I achieve, the more I realize how much I still have to learn. With every step forward, I encounter new challenges, new perspectives, and new opportunities for growth. Humility helps me stay grounded and reminds me that no matter how much I accomplish, I am never above others. It's easy to become prideful when success begins to come my way, but creator mode reminds me that true greatness lies in serving others and contributing to a cause greater than myself. Humility also allows me to acknowledge that I don't have all the answers, and that seeking wisdom from others is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's about remaining open to growth and learning from every experience, no matter how small or challenging. Purpose is at the heart of creator mode. To truly thrive in this mindset, I've come to realize that my actions must be driven by a purpose greater than just personal gain. Luke 12:48 speaks to this when it reminds us that with great power comes great responsibility. It's not enough to simply create for the sake of creation. My creations must have meaning, value, and impact. Whether through my work, my relationships, or the way I live my life, I must ask myself, what am I contributing to the world? Am I using my power to uplift others, to serve a greater cause, or to build something that will last beyond me? Purpose helps me navigate these questions. keeping me aligned with my values and ensuring that my creations reflect the impact I want to have. The responsibility that comes with creator mode is about balance. While I have the power to create, I also have the responsibility to ensure that my creations are used wisely. There's a tendency to get caught up in the idea of control, wanting to have the perfect life, the perfect outcome, or the perfect situation. But I've learned that the beauty of creator mode is not in perfection, but in the intentionality of the process. Each decision, each creation, and each step is an opportunity to live with purpose and to contribute to something meaningful. It's a call to create with intention, to act with integrity, and to live humbly, knowing that the power to shape my reality is a gift, not a right. Ultimately, embracing creator mode means recognizing the weight of the responsibility that comes with it. It's not enough to simply wield power for personal benefit. It's about using that power to serve a greater purpose. Whether it's through my work, my relationships, or my actions in the world, I must ensure that my creations reflect the values of integrity, humility, and purpose. This mindset not only shapes my own reality, but has the potential to positively impact the lives of others as well. Creator mode is about more than just personal success. It's about creating a life that serves something greater than myself, using the power I've been given to make a difference in the world around me. When I first embraced the concept of creator mode, I was thrilled by the idea of having control over my reality. I realized that I had the power to shape my life through my decisions, actions, and mindset. This sense of agency was empowering, but the more I thought about it, the more I understood that with this power comes immense responsibility. I began to realize that creator mode is not just about creating for the sake of creation. It's about using the power we have to influence the world in a positive, meaningful way. It's not just about manifesting personal desires or chasing success. It's about using my influence for something greater than myself. One key aspect of creator mode is the importance of integrity. As I tap into this power, I realize that true creation requires honesty and a strong moral compass. If my creations aren't aligned with my core values, they lack authenticity. Integrity ensures that the outcomes of my decisions reflect who I truly am, not just my desires. Creator mode also calls for humility. Success can easily lead to pride, but I've learned that humility is essential to staying grounded. No matter how much I achieve, I must remember I'm always learning. Creator mode isn't about self-centeredness. It's about remaining open to growth and recognizing that my creations are often a result of collaboration with others in divine forces. Another critical element of creator mode is purpose. As I move through life, I've come to realize that creating without purpose is empty. It's not enough to just manifest things for the sake of having them. What I create must have meaning, both for me and for those around me. I've learned to ask myself what I want to contribute to the world. How can my actions, my work, and my creations serve something greater than myself? Creator mode teaches me that my life is not just about my personal success. It's about making a positive impact on others. It's about creating value, uplifting those around me, and leaving a lasting legacy. I also understand that the power to create doesn't mean I have control over every outcome. There are always external factors that come into play, and I've realized that part of being in creator mode is learning to embrace uncertainty and change. Sometimes things don't turn out the way I envisioned, and that's okay. The key is not to let failures or setbacks define me, but to use them as opportunities for growth. Creator mode teaches me that every challenge is a chance to refine my approach and strengthen my resolve. It's not about perfection. It's about persistence and the courage to continue moving forward with intention. Another aspect of creator mode that I've come to understand is the importance of self-awareness. The power to create is not just external, it's deeply internal. If I want to create something of value in the world, I must first understand myself, my motivations, my desires, my strengths, and my weaknesses. Self-awareness is crucial because it allows me to align my actions with my true purpose. Without this self-knowledge, I risk creating things that are misaligned with my values or don't serve my highest potential. Creator mode requires me to look inward, to reflect on who I am and what I truly want to contribute to the world. Lastly, I've learned that creator mode is about balance. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of success, but I've realized that true fulfillment comes from creating a life that balances personal growth, service to others, and spiritual development. Creator mode isn't just about achieving external goals. It's about nurturing inner peace and aligning my actions with my highest values. When I create from a place of balance and integrity, my life becomes a reflection of my inner truth. In conclusion, creator mode is not just about power, it's about responsibility. It's about using the ability to create in a way that serves something greater than myself. Integrity, humility, purpose, self-awareness, and balance are all key components of this process. As I continue to navigate life in creator mode, I am reminded that every decision I make has an impact, not only on my life, but on the world around me. And with this power comes the duty to create something meaningful, something that will leave a lasting, positive mark. When I first encountered the idea of shifting my perception toward viewing every challenge as an opportunity for growth, I found it both transformative and daunting. The natural instinct when faced with adversity is to retreat, complain, or even blame external factors. However, I began to understand that this shift in mindset was not just about positive thinking, it was about reframing how I engage with life's struggles. Drawing inspiration from James 1:1-2, consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds. I realized that setbacks, failures, and difficulties could serve as fuel for building resilience. Initially, it was hard to embrace this perspective. When challenges arise, whether in personal life, work, or relationships, the default reaction is often negative. I felt frustration, confusion, and sometimes even despair. How could something so difficult, so painful, be seen as an opportunity for growth? But as I began to reflect more deeply, I started to see how each difficulty provided valuable lessons. Each setback, no matter how unpleasant, held the potential to teach me something new about myself, about others, or about the world around me. For example, there was a time in my career when I faced a significant professional setback. I had worked tirelessly on a project, pouring my energy, time, and passion into it, only to see it fail. At first, it felt like a personal defeat. I questioned my abilities, my choices, and even my worth. But after some time, I began to realize that the failure wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a new phase of growth. I asked myself, what did I learn from this experience? And how can I use this to be better? It was then that I started reframing the failure as a stepping stone. Each mistake revealed areas for improvement and allowed me to grow in ways I hadn't anticipated. This is where resilience plays such a crucial role. When setbacks happen, it's easy to succumb to the pressure and let failure define me. But choosing to see challenges as opportunities for growth forces me to build resilience. Resilience is the ability to adapt, recover, and thrive in the face of adversity. It's the muscle I flex every time I choose not to give up, but to learn and evolve. By reframing setbacks, I learned that resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how I respond to it. James 1:2 has been a guiding light in my journey of shifting my perception. The verse reminds me that trials are not punishments, but rather tools for refinement. Consider it pure joy does not mean I should pretend that hardships are easy or painless, but rather that I should find purpose and value in them. The verse encourages me to focus on the potential for growth rather than the pain of the moment. This perspective has allowed me to view obstacles not as roadblocks, but as invitations to evolve, to become stronger, and to deepen my understanding of myself and the world. One of the most powerful aspects of this shift is the way it changes my relationship with fear. Fear often arises in the face of uncertainty and challenge. I used to fear failure, viewing it as a reflection of my inadequacy. But now, through the lens of growth, failure is no longer something to fear. It's something to embrace. It's a sign that I am pushing boundaries, stretching beyond my comfort zone, and striving for something greater. Each failure is simply a lesson in disguise, pushing me to adapt, adjust, and emerge stronger. I've also learned that growth is not always immediate. In the moment of challenge, it can be difficult to see how the experience will lead to growth. Sometimes the lesson isn't clear until months or even years later. But the key is to trust the process and believe that every difficulty has something valuable to offer. I now understand that my journey is not about avoiding discomfort, but about learning how to thrive in spite of it. The shift in perception has not only helped me in my professional and personal life, but it has also influenced how I relate to others. When I see others facing difficulties, I approach them with compassion and understanding. Instead of offering advice or trying to fix their problems, I listen and encourage them to see their struggles as opportunities for growth. This mindset has deepened my relationships and has allowed me to be more empathetic toward the challenges others are navigating. Ultimately, the idea of reframing setbacks as fuel for resilience has made me more adaptable, optimistic, and driven. It has taught me that growth doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens when I face the storms head-on, learn from them, and continue moving forward. Every trial, no matter how tough, has the potential to shape me into a better version of myself. By adopting this perspective, I've found a deeper sense of peace, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity in disguise, pushing me to grow in ways I never imagined possible. When I first began my journey as a content creator, I quickly realized that it wasn't just about producing videos or creating something that people would enjoy. It was about intentional reflection and aligning my purpose with something greater than myself. This deeper understanding came when I started embracing the idea that the universe, or a divine design, plays a crucial role in shaping our experiences and outcomes. It wasn't just about creating content for the sake of content. It became about aligning my actions with a higher purpose to manifest the success and impact I desired. At the start, I was more focused on external validation. I wanted views, likes, and engagement. But as I kept pushing myself to create more content, I found myself feeling a bit empty. The success felt hollow, like it was only temporary. It was only when I shifted my mindset and began reflecting more deeply on my purpose as a creator that everything began to change. I realized that creating content wasn't just about satisfying a need for approval. It was about creating something that resonates on a deeper level with myself and my audience. This realization forced me to look inward and ask myself why I was doing what I was doing. What was the true purpose behind all of this? This is where the concept of intentional reflection comes into play. I learned that creating content with true purpose means taking time to reflect on my own desires, motivations, and the impact I wanted to make. It meant being clear about what I wanted to achieve, not just in terms of numbers or views, but in terms of how I wanted to help people, inspire them, and provide something of value. And it's not just about reflecting once, it's about ongoing reflection. Every piece of content I create should come from a place of intentional thought and understanding of how it aligns with my goals and my values. Faith in a divine design became a cornerstone of this approach. Over time, I started to realize that everything in life happens for a reason, even the struggles and setbacks. I came to understand that the universe, or the divine force that guides us, has a plan for me. And if I'm in alignment with that plan, I can manifest the success I desire. It's easy to feel disheartened when things aren't going according to plan, but I learned that the universe is often guiding us in ways that we might not immediately understand. Every challenge, every unexpected twist is a part of the journey that's meant to teach me something, whether it's patience, resilience, or another valuable lesson. For example, I've faced plenty of moments where I doubted whether my content would resonate or if it was worth pursuing. There were times when I felt like giving up because the numbers didn't reflect the effort I was putting in. But instead of letting those moments define me, I reminded myself to trust the process. It was during these times that I had to remember that success isn't always immediate. The universe works in its own time, and faith in the divine design means trusting that what's meant for me will come at the right time. The concept of manifesting desires ties directly into this mindset. By aligning myself with my purpose and trusting that I am part of a greater plan, I can manifest the success I'm seeking. Manifestation isn't just about wishing for things to happen. It's about aligning my actions with the energy I want to attract. The more I work on creating content that's authentic, meaningful, and true to my values, the more the universe seems to respond. It's not magic. It's a result of being in alignment with my true desires and having the faith to follow through on them. For me, the key to manifesting my goals as a creator is to stay grounded in my beliefs and maintain a sense of gratitude for everything that comes my way. I focus on the bigger picture, knowing that the success I seek isn't just about the outcome, but about the journey itself. Every piece of content, every video, is a step forward in aligning myself with the universe. With each project, I strive to stay connected to my higher purpose, trusting that the process of creation, fueled by reflection and faith, will lead to the fulfillment of my desires. In this way, my journey as a creator has evolved into a deeper, more meaningful experience. It's not just about the content I produce, but about the alignment of my actions, my reflections, and my faith in the divine design. I've learned to trust the universe, knowing that when I'm in alignment, everything falls into place, and the success I desire will manifest in ways I may never have imagined. When I first decided to create content, I wasn't sure what direction I wanted to take. I just knew I wanted to share something meaningful and have an impact on my audience. What I didn't realize at the time was that the true power of content creation lies not only in the message I'm sharing, but also in how I align myself with a higher purpose, divine timing, and the flow of the universe. This realization didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual unfolding that deepened my understanding of how I could co-create with the divine forces at work in my life. As I continued producing videos, I found myself in situations where I felt rushed, pressured by the constant demand for new content, and wondering if I was making the right choices. I realized that in this fast-paced world of social media, there's always a sense of urgency, a sense that I have to be constantly producing, constantly keeping up with trends, or risk falling behind. But the more I embraced the idea of divine timing, the more I began to understand that things don't need to happen all at once or according to my timeline. There's a greater force at play guiding my path, and it's important to trust in the flow of the universe rather than forcing things to happen. This video is my way of sharing that message with others, to align with divine timing and trust the universe. It's about being patient and understanding that what is meant for me will come when the time is right. One of the most powerful lessons I've learned on this journey is that everything unfolds at its own pace. The content I create, the relationships I build with my audience, and the growth of my channel all happen according to a higher plan. My job is not to rush things, but to stay grounded and trust that everything is happening as it should. In the video, I emphasize the importance of patience. It's easy to become frustrated when things don't go according to plan, especially in a world that promotes instant gratification. But patience is a virtue that aligns us with the natural flow of life. By trusting in divine timing, we allow ourselves to step back from the hustle and appreciate that our efforts, no matter how small, are part of a greater picture. The universe has its own rhythm, and it's not always aligned with our immediate desires. However, when we surrender to this flow, we allow ourselves to be guided toward the right opportunities at the right time. This is where faith plays a crucial role. Faith in the process, faith in the divine design, and faith in ourselves. Faith is what keeps us going when things seem uncertain or when progress feels slow. There have been many times when I doubted the direction I was heading, but it was in those moments that I had to remind myself to keep the faith. Trusting the process means believing that every challenge, every delay, and every obstacle is part of the journey that's shaping us for something bigger. I've come to understand that the universe is always working in my favor, even when it doesn't seem like it. This trust and faith empower me to keep going, even when the results aren't immediate or obvious. One of the most profound aspects of creating content that aligns with divine timing is the concept of co-creation. I've come to realize that I am not just an individual working alone. I am part of a larger cosmic plan, and I have the ability to co-create with the divine forces at play in my life. This video is an expression of that co-creation. It's not just my message. It's a message that has been shaped by the divine guidance I've received along the way. Every piece of content I produce is an act of collaboration between myself and the universe, an expression of trust and faith that the right ideas will come at the right time. The idea of co-creation with divine forces means that I am not solely responsible for every outcome. While I put in the effort and stay committed to my purpose, I also recognize that there is a bigger force helping to steer me in the right direction. It's like planting seeds and trusting that the right conditions will allow them to grow. By allowing the universe to guide me, I don't need to force things or worry about control. Instead, I focus on staying true to my purpose and creating content that resonates with my authentic self. In the end, the message I want to convey in this video is simple. Trust the process. Divine timing is real, and by aligning with the flow of the universe, we can create content, live our lives, and pursue our dreams with a sense of ease and purpose. Patience, faith, and the understanding that we are co-creators with divine forces are key to manifesting the life we desire. When we surrender to this greater plan, we find that everything unfolds in the perfect timing, better than we could ever imagine.